stunning to see if you are able to get out there tomorrow night and maybe step on a rooftop or something to capture it, you know?
Yeah, it's not going to be ideal weather, though, for it tomorrow night.
Not clear skies?
No.
Oh,
we're actually talking about rain and clouds tomorrow evening.
No chance. So
not ideal.
No plane flying in the middle of that people might catch and see.
No, not here locally. We might just have to wait until, Friday or even Saturday. It's still going to appear as a supermoon both of those days. So at least the weather should be cooperating late Friday and also Saturday morning. So get outside and get your pictures then. And temperatures out there right now, if you're stepping out, brace for the cold. We're starting off with temperatures 20s and 30s, especially outside of the Beltway. We did just jump back up to 40 degrees at the top of this hour in D.C. We're still hovering right around the freezing mark in Hagerstown, right around 30, Frederick and Martinsburg, upper 20s in Waldorf. That wind chill, it's feeling like we're right around 34 in D.C., 30 in Hagerstown, feeling like we're right at the freezing mark in Fredericksburg. So again, just make sure you have the heavier jacket and maybe even the gloves and the hat will likely be needed if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time. Now, a wider view of the radar. We have high pressure right overhead, so that's keeping us dry and clear out there for the day today. That system back out towards the plains, that's going to continue to move its way closer towards us, and that will be bringing us our next chance for rain, and that will be arriving tomorrow. Out there for the day today, another dry day. Temperatures will gradually climb back in the lower 50s under those mainly sun-filled skies. Those winds eventually shift to mainly out of the east-northeast later on this afternoon, but still going in between 5 to 10 miles per hour. Not quite as breezy as what we saw yesterday. Clouds do fill in as we get towards the overnight into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we could start off with a little bit of that wintry mix back over towards western Maryland, parts of West Virginia. So we're talking over towards the mountains region, especially some of those higher elevations could see that. But it's rain for everyone else, and that rain overspreads the region as we look ahead towards the afternoon Thursday. Couldn't even see some pockets of some steadier rain at times as well. This continues even after sunset tomorrow evening. So I just want to reiterate, I keep saying this all morning long. So in case you're just tuning in, we're talking about later on tomorrow evening. Still have that rain across the area, and that's after several hours of that rain piling up. So we're talking about we could see some of that ponding on some of those roadways even after sunset. So it could be tough to see out there. Also a little bit of those puddles. And then we're also talking about those leaves that are on the ground. Those leaves, when you factor that in, and also with the wet weather, it's going to make it quite slick out there. So just keep that in mind if you're traveling later on tomorrow evening. It's right around that evening commute time frame that we could be noticing much slower conditions out there, or at least take it much slower at that. As we get towards early Friday morning, still a few lingering rain showers before those start to dissipate and move their way out. Tracking still some cloud cover out there Friday afternoon and evening. Then we're looking at more sunshine and a gradual warming trend into the weekend. Talking about those 60s returning both Saturday and Sunday. So something to look forward to into the weekend after a slight cool down that we're experiencing both today and tomorrow. So yes, that sunshine is back with us Saturday. We're also keeping a close eye on the tropics. There is this particular area to watch right in the Caribbean there, looking like a 90% chance of it becoming our next tropical system. So keeping a close eye on the tropics. The Atlantic hurricane season continues through the end of November, so we're keeping a close eye on that. Here's the rest of that 8-day outlook. We're talking about those temperatures in the 50s today and tomorrow, back into the upper 50s as we get towards Friday. And then those 60s will be with us this weekend. Really great for those outdoor plans that you may have. I know the Washington Spirit have their playoff game on Saturday. And we're talking upper 60s out there Monday and still holding in the 60s for next Tuesday and Wednesday. Tosin's back. Another check of those roadways. Is it looking at